Team Builders just dropped, and it's actually third full free legend day in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Let's talk about all that stuff in today's video. That Tank Dell first down celebration is actually kind of tough. I can't do it properly though. All right, now first things first, the Team Builder cards. What do you guys need to be doing? Are these cards any good and worth picking up? I don't really think so. Kirby Joseph is a good card, but he's selling for 2.5 million coins. A strong safety for 2.5 mil. I'm never going to suggest that on the channel. In terms of these other 90 overall players, they're all just too slow, bro. There's no 90 overall champion with 90 speed or more. Every single card is 89 speed. Like, I'm sorry, but we're not buying 89 speed cards when there's a 92 Jalen Hyatt available. There's a 91 speed Randy Moss that sells for the same price as these players. So the cards are kind of mid. The free 87 overall player you guys can earn from solo challenges is also a little bit more difficult to obtain than the past couple of cards. As you guys can see right here, if I take a look at the milestone rewards, the 87 overall BNT is at 125 stars. In the past couple of times we've gotten team builders, this has become available a lot quicker and a lot easier. In the past couple times, this would have been available at 100 stars, not 125. And for that reason, I'm actually going to say that these solos, they're not worth the grind. The 87 overall BNDs, they're solid. They're 88 speed players. They're not that amazing. Sure, there's some offensive linemen you can go with, but an 87 overall to me is just too low and not worth the grind right now. So a not very promising start to the Team Builder promo. The cards aren't amazing. The solos aren't that dope. In terms of the sets, is there a chance to make a little bit of profit in here? I think you maybe can. You can potentially do one of these for about 500k. I think Tyrann Mathieu would likely be the move. In terms of the numbers right here, you're going to want to buy your 87 overall just random cards at about like 80,000 coins, and then the 87 overall team builders, you'd want to find at about like 110k. You can either try and snipe them or you can build them. I'll show you guys how to do that in just a second. But in total numbers, 80 times 2 is a 160 for the two random 87s. Then when we add on 110 3 times, that gets us an answer of 490k. That's about going to be your ideal price point to get these sets done. And as you guys can see right here, in terms of my bids, yeah, I was finding these 87s up at about 80k pretty consistently. In terms of my other 87 overall player, I found it for 110 right here. And then if you can't find the other team builder at 110k, which honestly probably could happen pretty consistently, you can do this 87 overall set right here. This one's going to require 385s and then 283s. The set can be completed at about 110k. If you find your 85s at about 30, you find your 83s at about like 8 or 7k, you can get this done for about 110. Me personally, I probably spent maybe even a little bit more than 110. I'm not going to lie to you. We'll just take Shy Tuttle a couple more times, do this set twice, do the Tyrann Mathieu. It might make us a little bit of coin. It's not necessarily worth spending your time on though, because realistically, you're probably only making about 10 to 20k after tax, depending on how expensive the card is. So team builders, I'm not gonna lie, kind of an L by EA Sports. Actually, a big time L by EA Sports. There's just not really too much you guys should be doing. We'll take Nick Salvaderi right here. Big shout out to the Saints, baby. And let's do the set. And as I'm doing the set, I'm kind of just wishing that EA Sports would use the Team Diamond approach from past Maddens, in the sense that when you go through and do, say, for example, 8 of the master set, like I do Tyrann, I do Jalen Hurts, I do Abraham Lucas. Once you go through and do all those sets, it would be cool if we got tokens and then use those tokens to get the Kirby Joseph, instead of requiring you to put in all these 90s to get Kirby Joseph, because that's just way too expensive. In terms of prices right here, as you guys can see, card is barely selling for more than 550. This honestly is barely going to be making us a little bit of profit, almost nothing after tax. Okay, now before we talk about the legend tokens, on the screen right here is one of my picks over on Underdog Fantasy for tomorrow. We got Nick Chubb higher than 12.5 rushing attempts. I'm expecting that game to stay close. Nick Chubb has been playing more and more. He hit that line last week. We got Jared Goff higher than 209 passing yards. Think that game could be a bit of a shootout. 209 feels pretty low. And then Kyron to score a tud. He scored a touchdown every single week. If you guys are wondering what app I'm making those picks on, it's called Underdog Fantasy. And if you would like to try it out, I'm going to leave it linked down below in the description. Now, once you download the app, yes, they are a partner on the channel. So I've got a promo code. It is code SWIFT. If you put that code in, you're going to get Jalen Hurts' line set to 0.5 passing yards. So you can go through, combine that Jalen Hurts line with a couple other picks like the ones I have right here, or make some for yourself and potentially win a little bit of cheddar. If you want to check it out, use the code SWIFT. All right, now legend tokens. It is kind of crazy, but there is a chance to get a third full free legend. I have yet to even claim my second one right here. As you guys can see, this set has just been sitting here. It's been sitting at this completion point. I have yet to redeem it, and I don't think a lot of you guys have. But if you go through and play your solos, you can get a third full free legend. Now, I kind of want to make a full YAP video talking about what to do with these tokens tokens. I'm expecting in the next release, we should get 91 overall players this coming Saturday. So a week from today, it should be 91s. And honestly, I'm pretty inclined to just take whoever it is. Like, even if I go through and pick a right tackle, I'm probably going to spend those tokens this coming week. Now, I'm really hoping they end up giving us a good free safety. A good free safety as a 90 overall legend would be awesome. Like, EA, I'd love you for that. But they've just been absolutely gatekeeping all the good legends. If you guys are watching this wondering what solos to play, aka solos are a must for Deion Sanders. They gave us really good cards in there. And then these legend solos, I mean, they haven't been that amazing. Me personally, I believe you can probably get up to tier 19 right now. I would have to play through a couple more solos to get myself up there. I've honestly been a little behind on them because I already have all the tokens needed to get the set done. But kind of crazy how long we've been sitting on these tokens. I don't remember sitting on tokens for this long in quite a few Maddens. Like, it's been a second, bro. Now, additionally, with that overall increase, we're also going to be getting a bump in the season special offers. We're finally going to be able to get these cards up to 91 overall players. And when that happens, you better believe I'm upgrading them on day one. I've been talking about this for a while. I saved my season tickets, and now I'm in a situation where I can go through and upgrade these cards to 91s on rip. I'm not wasting any time. I'm doing it on day one. I'm not waiting around. I feel like we've been waiting around for so long to upgrade these players, but it's finally going to be happening this week. I would expect, assuming we get that overall bump, whenever we do get an overall bump, they automatically increase the season ticket maximum. So that, like I said, I would expect to be happening this week. I could be wrong, but it feels like it should be. It feels like that's going to be the case. 80 overall Jeff Okuda pull. What happened to him, man? I thought he was actually going to be solid on the Lions, bumped around to the Texans. Is he still in the league? And also, boys, if you guys got your Divine Diablo upgradable player, I just got him yesterday, but looking at the stats right here, he gets massive bumps as you increase his overall. He's not like the Landon Dickerson card. The Landon Dickerson card, as you upgrade him, he actually linearly upgrades, but this Divine Diablo card, that's not the case. If we take a look at his stats right here, his zone coverage is going to be a 73 at an 89 overall, but then get him to a 90 overall, and it goes all the way up to an 89, bro. So a lot of these stats got weird boosts on Divine Diablo. Me personally, I'm probably going to upgrade this player because I think this card will actually have a pretty good amount of versatility on my squad and should play for me. Now, obviously, there's not also a ton of other good stuff to spend your fear on, so it makes this decision a little bit easier. And most fear is actually still going on for a little bit longer, so we're still going to be collecting fear. Now, I don't think they're dropping any more cards. I think the final drop already happened. So for those of you guys wondering, I don't think any more new most feared content, but you can still claim those past rewards from the field pass and all that good stuff. Now, yeah, that's going to do it for me. Kind of a mukbang in today's video. And until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya. Peace.